And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Go out.
Come on, baby.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Shaw. The game's first play produces 6 yards.
Blitz are still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Shaw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Protein spill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Rock it. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. DK Metcalf, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. On first down, Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
At the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Throwing Jones. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones off the play fake. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You got nothing to that.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch. Sort of a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. He's got Smith here. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bandit. Watch twist. Watch snap.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike. Good to go.
Jones now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They serve.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. handoff here to his running back. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. And let's get that ball.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Ready.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Now.
55, Mike.
Hey. High 7. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Y'all playing wrong.
On 2nd and a yard. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Check Mike. Go on. Come on.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
We called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Shaw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Ready.
Jones, off play action. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, G. Here I come, here I come.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
The final shot before break. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 49, check 49. No. Off.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. To return is Taylor. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Walker. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to he might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones now. Going to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jones now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Hey, lock it.
Check 31. Check 31.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Jones throwing again, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Small. No. Check out read.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check Mike 99. Watch the run. Check Mike 99.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Walker. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 13. Check 13. Tighten up. Tighten up. Rip it. Motion back.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the prep. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Off the play fake. Jones. This is caught by Hearns. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Operating from the gun. Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 15. Check 15. Let's go.
Jones to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's got it to Hearns. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Jones on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No game in play. Second and 10 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
Ringo.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walker, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Weapon.
Jim.
Buzz. Go.
Jones now. Going to throw again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Back to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did. They're back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. The 24-yard line.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, "Cancel my reservation," because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles, our entire crew, will see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.